Stop her. Hush, hush.
Silence.
Silence in the name of Jesus.
Yes.
I lift my hands in total. The only voice I want heard is his. So praise.
Here we are once again. Somebody talking about some social media backlash for a black man. And yes, the B-dubb strikes again. This time in a church. Yeah, this gives me Kevin Kelly vibes. Like, you remember that guy? He's the owner of the Kitchen and Cocktails restaurant in Dallas, Texas, where there was a backlash saying that he was being too harsh to women that was twerking in his establishment. And he had to check them when it became a safety issue. And just like this situation right here that I'm about to explain, he had to, talk to people 3-4 times before he finally just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And he had to check them. And it went viral. It was all this quote unquote backlash. And I just wonder why. Why is it that, there's a massive amount of B-dubbs that feel like they can't be checked? And, now we're here with Pastor Keion Richardson, who had to tell a church patron, look, you need to hush. I mean, he said it in those words, but, it's a shame that he had to do it in the first place. In that moment of trying to make a joyful noise. And here she is over here screaming like it's far too big or something like that. And she knew what she was doing. She was being a character, but she didn't care. It was all about making a spectacle of herself in a church ran by a semi-famous preacher. With some people, it's about that attention, because seriously, it ain't enough praise in the world to cover all that shit she was doing. Especially, and you got to think about this, with all the preparation and rehearsals that it takes to put together a service like that. Ain't nobody practicing screaming during the songs. I'm sure. So she was being extra, and she had to be checked in front of everyone, which, seemed effective. And you really can't embarrass something that is already embarrassing. Seriously. I've seen this in churches I've been to in the past. And shit, I wanted to say something to these extra people because, I'm just an a-hole like that. So, quite frankly, this Pastor Keion is my hero for the moment. I mean, he gonna say some simp shit sooner or later. I mean, he's a preacher. But for now, let's just say high five. Now here these nibbles come talking about a backlash. Oh, brother, here we go. Again, just like Kevin Kelly, hoes are mad all over social media, inspiring think pieces of supposed journalistic integrity, like the one from the Atlanta Black Star, referring to him blatantly as Shawnee's husband. And yes, that article was written by a B-dubb. But the ex-Mrs. O'Neal, due to recent comments she's made on her book tour, would suggest that she doesn't first know how to be a wife. Seriously, there's a lot of that going around these days. So my question to you all, to things such as this, is always going to be why? Why do certain black women feel that a loud, disruptive person can't be corrected? He said, hush, hush. He wouldn't have said what I would have said. I probably would have got kicked out for saying it. But I would have had to be that guy as well. But in my own brutally honest way. So, yeah. Pastor Keion doubled down in her interview with famous wench Tam'ron Hall, where he explained himself, establishing that this had been going on for 4 years. I'm talking about 4 years. And, kind of like the technique I use. I give them enough of a chance, so when I finally do say something and do what I have to do, there's no way out of it. Make that a red rum situation. Kill that shit right then and there. Ain't no more reason for it. I gave you enough chances, and she was given enough chances. Shoot, a screamer. The screamer had been talked to several times by different parties previously. So what else does the Who Gon' Check Me Boo crew want Pastor Keion to do? Let it continue? Put up with it because that's a black woman?
Man, that's a female.
Huh? Sadly, I'm afraid the answer is yes. Meaning he's supposed to let the bloody screaming continue to ruin the experience he's attempted to provide for his congregation. But he's the leader. What the leader says goes, whether you like it or not. Because if something bad happens surrounding anything about that church, it's on him. Justifiable or not. And let me just put it out there. Sometimes black women need to cooperate with black men. Now, I didn't say all the time under any circumstance, but the wanton belligerence every time a black man says something, anything that might involve a behavioral issue with a B-dubb, like twerking in an eating establishment, is just making brothers say F this, saying shit like SYSBM, get your passport. Oh, and let's not forget this popular one right here.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Because the more this stuff is out in the open, the more we see this out of y'all, the harder it is for people like me to, carry on this black family debate. I mean, seriously. Okay, salute to Pastor Keion Henderson for standing his ground. And I'm going to say what the pastor can't. Fuck them hoes. Let them stay mad. And it's perfectly okay to feel this way. This is Kev. Long live the habitual line steppers. And I'm out.